Hi, I'm Mary Wadlick, and I'm here with track coach Evan Leach, coming off a very successful season of indoor track and now into outdoor track. Leach, my first question for you is kind of a two-parter on girls and guys side. So girls, you obviously just came off a very successful season, the co-LIS Runners of the Year, multiple state championships. How are you hoping to continue that and carry that into your outdoor season?
I think we're fortunate. It's tough having such long seasons that kind of roll right into each other. They get a little break, but we try to carry that momentum. We get them racing as soon as we can, as soon as the first outdoor meets start up in the spring. And a lot of our top athletes are actually going to the New Balance National Meet in Boston. So a little bit more motivation to not take your foot off the gas, but at the same time, figuring out how to maintain speed, strength, fitness while also making sure that none of our athletes are going to burn out come postseason in May. So I think we're in good shape, but I guess we'll see.
And then on the guys' side, I know you didn't have the most successful or the outcome you were looking for in the state and VPL meets. How are you hoping to kind of rally back and finish hopefully stronger this season?
So of course, the more kids we get out there, the better chances we have of competing as a team. But I also just think the core group we had indoor, returners from last year, we don't need a lot more in terms of quantity. We just need, a little bit more buy-in, a little bit more trust in the process. And if this is something you want to be good at, and I've told the guys team this, that we have the potential to be just as competitive as the girls team. We just have to wanna be that good.
Yeah, great. And I've talked about obviously some of the athletes like Kaylin Harris and Lucy Verson being the co-LIS runners. What other athletes this spring should we be looking forward to?
I feel like on the girls' side, we definitely have some runners and jumpers and throwers with some targets on their back. You have Lucy, like you mentioned, coming off a couple state titles in the 1 and the 2. Ainsley coming off repeating as the 500-meter state champion. Kaylin, of course, completely, I wouldn't say a completely different runner, but has found some confidence this season that, we've been trying to get out of her for the last couple of years. And if I was running against her, I'd be scared. Layla, I know she wants a little revenge in the hurdles. She had a great season. It's only her second season hurdling, and she was 4th outdoors in the 300. 5th indoors in the 55, and I know she's got her sights set. SG getting better with each throw. We have Nicole and Eleanor, a nice little junior freshman combo in the long jump, hopefully triple jump. And then if you haven't taken notice, Hattie Knight is a freshman. She's the #1 freshman in Virginia, the #10 freshman in the country. She's going to be aiming for that 11-foot mark in pole vault.
Great. And then guys athletes that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, so we get big brother back. Matthew, his big thing is keeping him healthy, making sure he's still enjoying it. Vinny's making some big leaps, and across all events, maybe we get him focused a little more on just one for points wise, but he's doing great. KJ, he's turned a leaf. He's led all point scorers for the guys indoors. He's running faster, jumping further, just looking good. Plus, we got some new athletes coming out. We're excited to see Trey, CJ, Ben Childs is having a great year. I know I'm leaving some guys out, but I'll let them kind of prove it themselves.
And then are there any specific meets this season you're looking forward to?
I mean, at the end of the day, the league meet and the state championship meet are the big one. This year, we're looking to get hopefully at least like 12 of our athletes accepted in the Dogwood Invitational. But we're fortunate in Richmond. There's so many big invitationals being hosted around here that we don't have to go too far to find great competition.
Okay, and then my last question for you is, track's one of the more individualized sports out there. How do you, as a coach, focus on building like the team community?
I think this might sound kind of bad. One aspect of that I've sort of had to do this year is putting a little bit more pressure on them as a team and to score what they're expected of individually to score for the team, and that we're staying, making sure we're arriving and leaving as a team, so that way we can cheer each other on, and just trying to understand a little bit more what your teammates are actually doing in their practices and their events, and not just only focusing on your event group. Understanding other aspects of the sport, I think, will help build those team values a little bit more, but definitely individualized. And when you have a goal as a team, I think it's inevitable that you support each other a little bit more.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, we're here on TESPN Media Day. We got track out here. We got senior Lucy Verson Junior KJ Harris and Junior Ainsley Jones. All you guys put up great times this winter, scored in the league and state meet. What's the transition like going from winter track, most of the meets, almost all of them are indoors, to outdoor spring track?
Okay, well, the training's definitely going to be better as it's going to start to get warmer outside. For the first couple weeks, it's going to be a little colder, and then when it gets outdoor, it's always fun going to those Wednesday meets where it's like 70 degrees, cool breeze, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, really, I'm a jumper, so as far as outdoor-wise, you jump faster and jump higher at outdoor, so I can't wait to break some records and let's do this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the warm weather. I'm excited to be outside and be in the sunshine, and going from outdoor to indoor is a really good transition with events and the speed and everything.
And then for your events, why don't each of you tell us what, of course it could potentially change based on what the coaches decide or what the team needs, but what are events that all you guys are focused on for the spring?
The 100, 200, 400, and potentially the 4x1 and 4x4.
Long jump, triple jump, gotta break some records there.
400, 200, 4x1, and 4x4. We're trying to decide between 4x4 and 4x1 right now, so yeah, it's exciting.
Okay, I'm just going to ask each of you how many, this includes relays or individual, how many school records do you currently hold?
10.
Almost one, but I'm getting there.
I think 3 or 4.
You said 10?
I can name it for you.
I believe you. There's a board up there with your name all over it. It helps that your sister's first name starts with the same letter, so Elle Verson's doing a lot of work up there. But
Yes.
all right, Lucy, I'm gonna come back to you for a final question in a minute. But first, I want to talk to KJ and Ainsley, who both had tremendous success in their fall sports. KJ, getting to a state championship game in football, and Ainsley winning a state championship in field hockey. But how do those sports, which are obviously, you're a great football player, we have an incredible program, you're a great field hockey player, we have an incredible program. What experiences do you take from that fall sort of team sport into track, which of course is a team sport, but also there's more of an individual element to it?
Really that hard work, even though it's a second sport, and football's like my main sport, you don't stop, you gotta keep lifting, keep running fast, keep doing what you gotta do, because grind doesn't stop, you gotta keep going, and just grind doesn't stop.
I agree with KJ. It's a multitude of being in 2 different teams and the sports, and I think focusing on yourself is really shows what you can do and what your potential is in any kind of sport, and so just track is able to help you with your legs and how you're going and everything like that.
All right, Lucy, what I want to ask you is, you've been here since 8th grade, right?
Yes.
And now, you're finally spring of senior year. For you, it probably feels like you've been here forever. But who are some folks in your track career, teammates, that you may have looked up to, and also how does that influence your leadership style now as a senior?
Okay, yeah, well, definitely my sister, as you know, she graduated 2 years ago. She was the one who inspired me to get into track, and she was just a really great influence. And she's in college, and she always texts me good luck and stuff. And then also some of the seniors from when I was an 8th grader, Millie Speck and Skylar, I was in 8th grade and they just inspired me to keep going. I still text them today to congratulate me when I committed, and they just give me great leadership from a supporter perspective.
Yeah, you probably had literally over 100 teammates at this point from all the different seasons, which is pretty amazing. Okay, we'll end it with this. What are your 10 school records, Lucy?
The 100, 200, the 4x2 inside, the 55, the 300, the 4x4 outside, the 4x1 outside. Oh, well, I guess technically not football anymore because Hattie and I got those. I feel like I'm definitely missing some.
Well,
But that's...
One of these weeks we'll do a TESPN podcast. Who's the greatest athlete in school history? And you might be a key chance to move over Henry Coleman.
I don't know about that.
But that's incredible. So great. Best of luck to the season for y'all, and thank you so much for joining us here on Media Day.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, we're here on Media Day with SG Boykin, and she is doing something pretty remarkable this spring. Not only is she the goalie for girls lacrosse, but she's also throwing shot put and discus for track and field. This is after a fall where she was a defender on the state championship field hockey team, as well as a winner where she was out there, right, with track and field. So what a senior year you're putting together. VMI commit for throwing. How do you juggle all that?
I think just taking it a step back and just staying calm. Sometimes it can be a lot, but just realizing why I'm doing this. I love being busy. I love everything I do. And like just showing up to practice every day reminds me why I'm doing it. All my teammates are so amazing. And especially with me being a senior, really what I go in with every day is how can I be the best leader I can be. And that really drives me to continue with my busy schedule. So.
The skill set also, it strikes me like for throwing versus a lacrosse goalie is pretty different. Which one's harder?
Honestly, I think lacrosse, being a goalie, is a little harder. With shot put, it's a hard technique, but it's not as stressful as being a goalie is, in my opinion, because you have to have quick reaction time, quick skills, and many things. And shot put is definitely technique-based, and once you pick that up, it's kind of it's fun. It's very low-key and chill compared to being a goalie, in my opinion.
Yeah, lacrosse goalie is no joke. Little known thing, but I actually coached girls lacrosse with Coach Sneed for 3 years, and when the goalie would get tired in practice, they'd throw me in there, and it is a tough one. So I'm mad respect for y'all. VMI, I think you mentioned that's kind of your dream school. You're going to get to pursue that at the next level. How did that all come together for you?
Honestly, I've known that's where I wanted to go since I was a kid. My brother is there right now. My dad went there. It's been throughout my family. It's really the place I felt home at. Because you have to be a leader there. You have to have the characteristics of honesty, virtue, and perseverance. And I think that's the school that will drive me to be the best person I can ever be in my life. And so grateful to be able to join the track team because it's always been a dream to play college sports, but because they don't have field hockey or lacrosse, I kind of joined track to hopefully get the dream of playing in college. And luckily it worked out. And I'm so excited for the road ahead.
That's a really cool story. We'll end with this question. What is the main lesson you took away from your field hockey state champion, multiple LIS championship career?
I think it's honestly, don't set boundaries for yourself. Keep going, and if you have perseverance and believing in yourself that you can achieve anything, especially when you have teammates by your side. We had such a great chemistry on the team, and really building yourself up while building up others is a really strong lesson I learned how to do as a captain. Definitely putting others first before yourself was also such a strong lesson I picked up during that fall season.
That is fantastic. Wise beyond her years. Sarah Grace Boykin coming at you on Media Day. Awesome.